Hi everyone, Avner from Logic Wiz is here. Just finished a very long morning walk and it's a wonderful time to do a Sudoku. I'm going to try and do today the expert level puzzle from our Valentine's Day Killer Sudoku challenge. I haven't done Killer Sudoku for quite a long time, so let's see how it goes. Puzzle rules are classic Sudoku rules. Each row, column, and 3x3 box must have all the digits 1 to 9. And in addition, the Killer Sudoku rules, each dotted cage, the digits in each dotted cage must sum up to the number at the top left corner of each cage. And digits in a cage cannot repeat. So these are the rules. Let's get going. And here we see 24 has only one combination. So the digits here must be 7, 8, and 9. And 10 must have the digits 1, 2, 3, 4. So far it's simple. And these two cells must have the digits 5 and 6, but in a cage of 11, 6 cannot go. We have only one combination, so therefore this one must be a 5. And this one must be a 6. And here, of course, the digits must be 1, 2, 3. These are the only options for additional 6. Okay, we have cage of 15. The only options are 6, 9, 7, and 8. We have another cage of 15, exactly the same way, 6, 9, 7, and 8. And here we cannot have a 6. Therefore here we cannot have a 9. Let's look. 21, we cannot have the digit 5 in this case because of this 5. And 8 must be in each combination, so we must have an 8 here. These two are probably too many combinations. We cannot have the digit 6, let's cancel these combinations. And so far no other small decision here. Okay. You have here the cage of 13, also not too many combinations. So it's 4, 9, 5, 8, and 6, 7. Here also, let's fill this up. It's 3, 9, 4, 8, and 5, 7. And we cannot have a 5 here because of this 5, therefore we cannot have a 7 here. The rest of the cages seen here is too many combinations which are possible. Let's look at the 12 here. We already canceled the 6. 13 here. A lot of combinations. The maximum digit is 7, but 1 appears in each one of the combinations. Let's pencil mark the 1 in this cage. Okay, let's look at some hidden cages here. So we have here these two cells are the only cells in cages which start in column 1, and the sum of all those cells is 53, and the sum of a column must be 45. This is basically 1 plus 2 plus 3 until 9. Therefore these two cells must be an 8. Let's create a cage with a sum of 8, and let's fill the option. It's 1, 7, 2, 6, 3 and 5. And here obviously we cannot have a 7 because there is a 7 here. So let's remove the 7, therefore we cannot have a 1 here. And now the 1 must be here in column 1. Doesn't give us much yet. Let's do the same thing on the other side, see if we can get somewhere. 55. Too many combinations, so these 2 digits must be 10. But I don't think it gives us right now anything, just because every possible digits beside 7, 8 and 9 cannot go here. But still too many combinations. Okay, let's look here. The sum of a box is 45 again, 1 to 9, summing them up. But we don't have this cell, and instead we have this cell, and the sum is 51. Basically it means that this cell needs to be 6 more than this cell, which is the difference between 51 and 45. Therefore 3 cannot be here, because if 3 here, we would need to have here at least a 9, and 9 is not an optional here. So let's remove the 3 from here. And now the only options for 3 is here. Let's do the same thing here on the other side. Okay, this is nicer actually. Basically the sum of these digits are 45, basically mean that this one and this one must be identical. And since we cannot have here a 5, we cannot have here a 5, let's remove the 5 from here. Which remove the 7 from here. And we can remove the 3 here because the 3 must be here. So the 3 is gone. Therefore the 9 here is gone. And now the only option here is 4, 8 and 9, meaning it needs to be identical to this one. It's 4, 8 and 9. Okay, let's look here. The sum of all these cells is 103. The first 2 rows must be 19, therefore those must be 13. Don't know if it gives us anything. And of course they cannot have 5 and 6, so let's remove the 5 and the 6. And we still have here too many combinations to do anything smart, at least nothing that I can see. Immediately. Let's look at this. The sum here is 84. Now the sum of 2 boxes is 90. It's 2 times 45. Basically mean that these 2 digits needs to be 6 more than the digit over here. Now the max sum here is 11. Meaning the max digit here is 5. Since we cannot have a 5, it can be only 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I forgot to remove the 8 from here, since 8 must be here. Let's remove the 8. Okay, 167. 4 columns supposed to be 118, meaning this 3 cells in column 4 must sum up to 13. Let's see if this gives us anything. 13. Let's remove all the combination with 5. And one of the digits must be 7 or 9. This one doesn't have 7 or 9, can go. So we remain with only 2 combinations. So this one 7 and 9, this one 1, 2, 3 and 4. Basically this one must be also 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's try to do exactly the same thing on the other side. (163), the sum is of 4 columns is 180, meaning these 3 cells must sum up to 17. Six cannot participate. Let's cancel them. Okay, one of the digits in each of the combination is either 1, 2, 3 or 4, which is this cell, the second row. One digit is 7, 8 or 9 in all the combination, and the additional digit must be greater than 5, so it's 5, 7, 8 or 9. So here we can have 5, 7, 8 or 9. Let's try here additional hidden cage and see if it takes us anywhere. No, we tried this one already. Okay, we can do this maybe. The sum of this is 146, meaning these 3 cells in the 4th columns must be 11. So these 2 and this must be 11. And they must include the digit 5, so this one can go, can go, can go, and can go. Okay, this gives us, we have the only 3 digits that can go in these 3 cells is 2, 4 and 5, basically mean that this one must be a 2. This one must be a 4. Now this one is a 1. This one is a 3. Let's look now at this cage. We can cancel basically all the combination which include 2 and 3. This cannot be here, this cannot be here, this cannot be here. 3 cannot, 3 cannot, 3 cannot, 3 cannot. It doesn't give us anything. Oh, and it must include 6, so this one cannot be here, this one cannot. Oh, that is nice actually. So it's 1, 5, 6, 9. This one must be a 9. We said this digit must equal to this one. This must be a 9. And this one must be a 3 to complete the 12. And now here, the only option is 1 and 5. So here we have 1 and 5. Now what can we have here? We cannot have 2, we cannot have 3. We can have a 4. We cannot have a 5. We can have a 6. We can have a 7. Oh, we cannot have a 7. 7 here will require 2 here, but we have here 2. So 7 cannot go here. And we can have an 8. And the complemented digits are 5, 3, and 1. Okay, let's look here. (162). 3 rows must be 135, meaning these 3 digits, this 6 digit must be 27, right? 27. And we know that we have 9 plus 6 is 15, plus 5 it's 20. This one must be a 7. This one is an 8. And these 3 digits now must be 4, 6, and 8. Okay, let's look at this again. 4 can now no longer be here. These 3 digits must be 6, 7, 8. Which basically make this one a 9. Here we have 7, 8, 7, 8. Okay, and now we can no longer have the 7 and 8 as an option for the 15 because we have here 7 and 8. So let's remove 7 and 8 from here. Six and 9. Okay, which basically means it's either this one is a 6 and this one is a 6, or this is a 6 and one of these two is a 6. Which basically means that here we cannot have a 6. This one is 4 and 8. Let's look at this sketch. It cannot include 7, so it's only 4, 8 and 9. So we cannot, let's first fill here the 4, 8 and 9. But here we can no longer have a 6. So now in row 4, the only option for 6 is here. Let's look at this cage. We have here 6, so it must include a 6. Everything which doesn't have a 6 can go. And here it's 4 and 5 and 8 and 1, the 3 can go. And now we have here a pair of 1, 5. But the 3 must be here, right? No other place in box 5 or 3. So 3 is here. We can remove the 3 from here. We have here a 3, we have here a 3. The 3 must be here in the cage of 14, right? 3 here, 3 here. This must be the 3. Let's remove all the combination which do not have 3 in them, and they cannot have 1 and 8 as well. So this one can be removed. So we remain with this combination. Good, still too early to make any small decision about it. Let's look at the 11 here. Can no longer have the 4 and 7 because of the 7 here. It can no longer have the 3 and 8. So this one must be 2, 9 or 5, 6. The 12 here again, it must include a 3, right? Because we have the 3 here. So this can go. Three, 4 and 5 can still work. 2, 3 and 7. Can work, it doesn't help us. 8 here in box 3 must go here, because if it would be here, this would need to be 1 and 3. So it does not give us much. Let's look at okay, these 3 cells must be 151 minus 135, so there must be 16. I mean the 3 cells in column 6. Let's see if 16 give us something. And the 16 must include the digit 6. So let's remove first everything which doesn't have 6. Don't know yet if I covered all the combinations. These are all the combinations. And it cannot include the digit 3 because the digit 3 is here. So 169. So if this one is a 1, this one is a 9. If this is a 6, there is no digit that can go here. So basically this combination is not possible. We remain here that this must be a 1. This must be a 1, this one must be a 9, this one is a 5, this one is a 5, this one is a 4, this must be a 2, this must be a 4, okay, and we have here 2 remaining cells which are 2, 3, that must be 4 and 7, 4 and 7. Can we make any decision here with the 4 and 7? Not that I can see. And here we removed a digit. These 2 cells we said are 8. We no longer have the 1 here. So we can remove the 7 from here. And 6, 2, 5, 3, 3, 5, and 2, 6. Oh, and here I missed this one. This one is a 6. This one is a 9. And now 6 is one of these 2. Okay, and 1 in this box must go here, right? Because we have here a 1 and here a 1. This is the 1. Can we have a 1 in this stage? Oh yeah, too many options. But we cannot have in this 21 cage either 9 or 3. Let's remove these options. If I covered all of them, 3 can go. And it must have 4 or 7 in it because of this. This does not include 4 or 7. This is good. This is good. This is good. So we remain with 3. Oh, and we cannot have this one because we have 9 here already. So 4, 7, 8 must be in this one. Still too many options to make anything clever. Maybe here we can do something. Okay, the sum of 4 cones is 180, 4 times 45, meaning these 3 cells must be 17. And we have this hidden cage already, and it must include the digit 4. So this can go, this can go, this can go. And we have now 5 and 8 in addition to 4, so this basically must be an 8 now. This one must be a 5. And this one must be a 7. Okay, now we know what are the digits here. 1, 2. No, we need 2. Must be here. 3 is already here. 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, and 7. 2 cannot be here, 2 must be here. The 7 must go here. Therefore, the 7 must be here. In this cage. Okay, and here, 6 can no longer be here because it would need a 5. 5 and 6, and obviously 2 cannot be here. note here, we eliminated the 8, therefore we can eliminate the 5. The 5 is already eliminated. We can eliminate the 8 because the 5 cannot be here, and it would need a 5 to sum up to 13. Okay, now this one must have the digit either 3 or 5, and therefore we can remove the 1, 2, 4, and 6, which don't have the 3 and 5, and here we can actually remove the 2 and 6 as well, because the sum of these two cells, we already mentioned that it must be 8. So we have here 14 that must include the digits 3 or 5, and all the combination it cannot include both 4 and 7, because this cell must be 4 and 7. We can cancel this one. So 2, 3, and 9. Basically 2 and 9 would need to be here, or 3, 5, and 6. This is 3, this is 9. So there's going to be a 3. There's going to be a 2, this one, no, there's going to be a 2, and there's going to be a 9. It's still a valid option. Now let's look at this cage of 13. It cannot have the digit 3 because this 3 sees all the cells, so let's remove the 3. It cannot have the 4 and 8 because one of the 4 and 8 would need to be in one of these two cells, because only one can be here. So this one can be eliminated. One, 5, and 7. 1, 5, and 7 is still an option. Okay, let's look here. What do we miss here in this column? We have 1, 3, and 8. One, 3, and 8, and 8 must be here. We have here 1, 6, and 3, and 4. Both of them. So we have a pair of 1 and 3 here, because one of the combination for 7 include the 1, the other one include the 3, or not certainly. This one actually can be an 8, it doesn't have to be 1 or 3. Oh no, this one actually must be an 8, because we have 1 or 3 here, the other one must be here. This one must be an 8. Okay, let's look at this one. Must include the digit 4. And 1 and 8. This one and this is an 8 can work. 2 and 7. If 7 is here, this option must be 2 and 9, because the 7 is here 6. the 4 is here, maybe it's still an option. What about the 3, 4, and 6? 4 is here, this one is 3 and 6. This would need to be a 3, this one would need to be a 6. It's still an option. The 20 here must have a 9. We can cancel and it cannot have a 4. So this one is either 5 or 6, or 3 and 8. And both options are still valid here as well. Let's look at here. No, this actually doesn't give me much. 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 8, 8. Let's look at the 12 here. Cannot have a 9, cannot have a 3, it cannot have both of the 4 and 7, so it's 1, 5 and 6, or 2, 4 and 6, and it looks like both of the options are still valid here as well. Can use here the non-unique rectangle rule, which I don't want to do, because this cage cannot be 4 and 9, but I would like to find a different logical reason and not use the non-unique, the unique rectangle strategy. So let's see if we can find one. Let's circle back for these cells. We mentioned that these two have to be a 10. Okay. The 7 or 3 is no longer an option because we have 7 here, 7 here. 4 and 6 is obviously not an option. We have 1, 9, 2 and 8. So here we can have either 1 or 2 because we have already 8 and 9. And here we have 8 or 9. Now we know something else. We have a 4 here. We have a 4 here. 4 must be here. So this cage of 12 cannot have the digit 5 because it sees all the 3 cells. Let's see if this gives us something. It cannot have 9 as well. So we must have here 1 or 2 in the sketch. Doesn't give us much yet. This one we cannot have 3 and 6. 4 and 5 is a valid option. 8 and 1 is a valid option. 2 and 7 is a valid option. What am I missing here? And 6 can work. If this one is a 5. What are the digits here? Those are 1, 1, 2, 3 here, 4 here, 5, and 6, right? So in this 13 we need 2 of the digit 1, 2, 5 and 6. This is good. This one actually is not good. We have only the digit 2. And here is 2, 5 and 6. So we have in this case the digit 5. Does this give us anything? Oh, this I should have found it very long time ago. 7 can no longer go in this cage because it would need to be here and it cannot be here. So it's 1, 3, 4 and 5. So this is 3 and 5, the 1. So 2 is no longer here. 5 can be here. 6 is no longer here. One, 3, 4 and 5. So the 4 must be here, therefore the 4 must go here. Three cannot be here, this might be a 3. This is 1 and 5, we can remove the 1 and 5 from this too. I think this might be opening the puzzle. 6 must be here, therefore this one must be an 8. This one must be a 6. Two, 6, 2, 6, 8. This one must be a 5. This one is now a 2. 9. Here we have 6 and 7. These two cells are 1 must be here. This is 5 to get to 13. We need an 8. This one is a 3. Now this one must be a 5. This one we said initially 3 must be here. This one is a 3. And to complete it to 14, this would have to be a 6. Okay, which digits we miss here? 9 would have to be here. 2 would need to be in one of these. 7 would have to be here. Okay, which digits we miss in this row? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 5, 6, and 7. Right, 5, 6, 7. And obviously this one can be a 5. This one can be a 6. And what are the options? So basically this can no longer be an option. It's 5 and 6, and the only way 5 and 6 can work, it's if this one is a 5, this one is a 6, and now this one has to be a 2. 1, 2, these are 3 and 4. Three and 4, and what do we miss here? It is 1, 8, and 9. This one is 1 and 8. This one cannot be a 9. This must be a 9. This one is 1 and 8. Okay, now the 22 must have a 9 in it. And cannot have 5 and 6 because there's 5 and 6. And here we don't have a 5 and 6. And the other digit that it cannot have, it cannot have 7 because of this 7. It must have an 1. No, so it doesn't have to have a 1, but it must have an 8. So 8, this must be an 8. Okay, let's look at this one. 6, 1, and 8 can still work. 2 and 7 can still work. 4 and 5 can no longer work. Must have either 1 or 8. The cage of 12 here. These two are no longer optional. We have 1, 3, and 8. 3 can be here. And we have 1, 4, and 7. So 4 and 7 will have to be here. And this is still an option. Okay, we have 5 here, 5 here. This cage must have a 5. The 5 must be here. And this one now needs to be 1 and 6. So this one can no longer be a 2, it must be a 1. This one must be a 6. And now these two cells are 2 and 4. Okay, now what do we miss here? We know the 3 digits here right now. Those are 1, 4, so 4 must be here. And the other one is 8. So here we must have 1 and 8. Now this one is no longer an option. We must have a 3 here, because it's 1, 3, 8. So this one must be 7. Now 7 must be here, so the other digit is 2. And here we have 1, 3, and 8. And now we know also the digits in this cage. This combination is 2, 4, 7, 8. Four is here or here. 4 is here or here, we are good. Oh, 1 must be here, this one cannot be a 1. This one is 3 and 8, so 1 is here. Probably missing here something really silly. Because this puzzle should be solved by now. Two, 7, and 9. Here we have it. 2, 4 cannot be here. 7 can be here. 2, 7, and 8. Oh, must be tired, because we have here an 8. 8 cannot be here. This one is an 8. Now it should be done, I believe. This one is a 5. Either one. This one is a 7. This one is a 2. 2. This one is a 2. Now we have here a 9. Okay, it probably took a little bit longer than it should have. I guess my walk was a bit tiring. In any case, I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.